Okay, so in the last video, I had kind of talked with you guys about how to find domain and range when you're just given a set of points, like we had for 14, 15, and 16. And please do make sure that you do 16 and turn it into me tonight. That's part of what I would like to see from you tonight. And make sure you copy down 15 and 14, or do it on your own paper if you don't have the packet. So let's look at these things here, these mapping diagrams. So the nice thing about these is that they're already basically, oh, excuse me, you guys, I had the hiccups. Okay. The nice thing about these is that they're already separated into X and Y. So really, we could just go through and highlight and say, all right, these X's here, these are my X values. These Y's here, these are my Y values. And then we could write out our domain and range simply just based off of this list and this list. So our domain, and do your best to draw your curly brackets, is going to be smallest number, which is that -3, your middle number, which is 1, and then 2. And your domain is all coming from these X values here. And then for our range, we're looking at our Y value oval here. So again, curly brackets, do your best. We're doing our smallest Y value, which is 2, medium Y value, which in this case is 5, and then the next Y value, which in this case is 7. And one way we can think about this too, to maybe try to help our mapping diagrams make a little more sense, is that what these arrow means is that if 2 is my X value, my Y value is 7. We can even write it out if we use this guy. So I just said if 2 is my X value, whoops, not 22, 2 is my X value here. Following my arrow, my Y value attached to it is 7. For our next X value, which is 1, follow that arrow. That says that my Y value here is positive 2. So my point would be 1, 2. For our last X value, -3, if we follow our arrow, our Y value here is 5. So when I write out my point, I have -3, 5. And then we could even go through and highlight these points like we did up here, if we want to stick our curly brackets on the end. Right? We can even make this look like how we did here by using that blue and that red again to highlight. My X values are my 2, my 1, my -3, and my Y values, we got 7, 2, and 5. And just again, when we put them in our domain and range list, we put them in order from least to greatest. So that is what I have for domain and range for our mapping diagrams. Don't let this one freak you out. I know it looks kind of weird. This is basically just saying that for my X values 4, 5, and 6, they all have the same Y value of positive 6. So when you're writing out your range, or when you're looking at your Y values, all we got to do is look at that 6 right there. That's it. That's the only thing in my range. That's my only Y value for this chunk here. Then my X values, we're looking just at these guys, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll do this one as our example too. When I write this out, my X values, or my domain, is going to be 4, 5, and 6 coming from here. And then our range, the only thing that's in my range, only thing there is that positive 6. That's it. So as you can see, I'm running out of time. Go ahead. I need you guys to do, I'll even highlight them, nice bright color, get that out of the way. Please make sure you copy these down, and then I need you to do 16 and 19 to turn into me, and then a couple of the graphing problems, which I'll show you in the next video.